Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sumedha Gupta and you are watching another of my videos. So today we are traveling to Doars, and for that we are opting for a bus travel, and the journey was really peaceful and I was really excited for my first trip of 2026, and that too after the long tiring HS exams. So on the way I was just studying, writing poems, and then we halted where we had shor bhaja, and then next morning sunrise was a bliss. It looked so pretty. We had some diet chira, and after that, look at this view. It literally looked like India's flag, and I was mesmerized by the beauty of the view. Then we landed in Siliguri, and by car we traveled to Tours. Also, we are halting at this little cafe over here where we had our breakfast, and after that this was our hotel in Lataguri, that is Dreamland, and this is in Gorumara. So this is the property. It's so pretty, it's so huge, and there are so many roses in the garden. Also, I must explain that this is a very well maintained place and you all should visit this when you come to Gorumara. So now let me give you a quick room tour. So this is the washroom and it's pretty decent, pretty nice, and that was my fit. So this is the TV area, and look at the bed. I just love the color palette they were going for. It's so pretty, so bold. And this was the sitting area, and this is the balcony, and the balcony has one of the bestest view that will look so mesmerizing during the sunrise. I was so excited to explore that. Then I changed into my outfit. So this was my outfit, and the day I'm recording this is Holi, so this was my fit. And look at the earrings. I gifted this to myself on my birthday and it looked so nice with this. Also the oxidized jewelry. Look at these ducks over here, so cute. This place was adorned by nature and so many small tiny creatures over here. I also had to do a ramp walk style thing because you know me, I always look for places where I can click good photos, and this was one of them. So this is how the hotel looks from up front, and let me make some funny faces so that you can laugh at me. So this was the view. The whole place was so pretty and I really enjoyed myself over here, as if the start of the trip already had been the best part of the whole trip. And look at this is looking so cute, these tiny little creatures. And look at the amount of roses over here, the varieties. I was just mesmerized. There was also an ostrich, I think that was. And this was the bridge over here. Can you imagine how many good places you have over here to click good photos? And this was a heaven for people like me who love clicking pictures. And I also kind of kindled the child in me and enjoyed myself on the swing. And after that we came here for our lunch because we were literally starving, and this was our lunch. And we also played Holi. After that we went to our first spot for today, that is Murti River. And obviously Doars has been a place which is very near and dear to my heart because I have come here before with my group of friends from school excursion, and this place really makes me so nostalgic. Anyway, this was our dinner snack, and Papa and I were playing Uno, in which he obviously lost the match because I had to win, right? So that is it for today. This was the next day morning, and look at the sunrise. I was just enjoying the view. It was so dark out here, but it was so pretty. And look at this angelic beautiful outfit that I was wearing today, and I finally had the guts to wear sleeveless because I don't wear that very often, and this made me look so flattering. I love the outfit, and this was obviously palmonas. In this whole video you'll just gonna see me wearing palmonas because that's my favorite. And this was the view outside. We went on a small stroll today as well, and that was me, and that was Papa in the background. He was not even looking at the camera. He again clicked some pretty pictures, and look whom I spotted over here. These are such cute little organisms. I don't know what they are called, but they are so damn cute. After that we had our buffet breakfast, and then we headed out on our sightseeing for today, which will be the sightseeing of Lataguri, Gorumara, and a little bit of Jaldapara. So all of Doars covered today. The first point is Rocky Island. I think this is a must visit, and if you're coming here in the times where the water flow is a little bit more, I think you're gonna enjoy more because now the water flow is really quite less. But the view was amazing. I think when the water is quite good, you can come over here. This was a second point, that is the hanging bridge. And honestly, at first I was a little scared because this was literally shaking, like literally shaking. But this was quite a fun experience, and I think you can visit over here again. The water flow would have been better. And this was a small little homestay where we halted for having some tea. After that, we traveled and traveled, and we went to our next destination, which is around by so many tea garden, which is Samsung. And the view from Samsung is also so mesmerizing. Again, no water, that was a bad luck, but the view was literally so good, and you can click pictures over here as well. And after that, we took a small walk down over here to explore the tea garden, and the garden was so pretty. I was literally mesmerized by this. And then our fourth place was the Apple Rock, and this is not so famous. This is the underrated spot, but many people go over here. And my favorite, obviously a place which holds so many memories from last time I visited it, is Bindu. And this was my personal recommendation to dad as well, that we should halt at Bindu because this is literally my favorite. We had some momos and coffee over here, and after that we went on exploring this Indo-Bhutan border, and this is the last village of India, and then you welcome into Bhutan. So this was the spot. You can click pictures over here. And then we did a lot and lot of shopping from here for home, and this was the place. This is my favorite part, obviously. After that, we halted at this little cafe where we had so many good food, but what is more important than food is the view from here, because it's an open air thing, so you can literally feel the breeze of the water and it feels so nice. Then we went to Garibas, and this was one of the last spots for today. We had some Darjeeling tea from here, and this was the place. It was really pretty. And after that, we went back home to have our dinner, that is this. And so I'll see you tomorrow. So today is the day we are going for jungle safari, which only Baba and I know how much struggle we had to do for this, because the jungle safari was cancelled, yes, and he made so many jugars. Thanks to all the people who helped for us to complete this jungle safari, because this was worth it. And if we did not come over here, I wouldn't have seen the jungle safari of Gorumara, because previously I've came to Choldapara but never to Gorumara. So this was a very fun experience. Although for the first half an hour, 40 minutes, we were literally disappointed because we did not see even a bird. But then the actual fun began, and we were just waiting to see at least one of the animals, anything it might be. Even a crow would have been a bliss over here, because we could see literally nothing. But then we saw a peacock up far. I know the camera doesn't do justice, but then look at these. There were bisons, and not one, not two, but so many of them. And you can see the small little birds on top of the bison. And this was one of the things we learned in our bio book. And this was so mesmerizing to see this in real life. And look at this bison, bro. This is so cute, and the way it was looking at me, it's just too cute to explain, and I loved it. And look at them crossing the road. They were just going, and I was just so mesmerized. Look at the small bison, so cute. After that, we halted here for some tea. I know I'm having like tea 14 times a day over here, but I can't help it. And then we went on to our next spot where we saw a peacock, and this was not even the best part. The best part was this. He was literally opening his wings and the feathers, and look at the mesmerizing view. I've never seen a peacock up close and not even doing this. So this was really a win-win for me, and I was literally so amazed. And look how close the peacock is to our car, and I I was just so happy seeing it, and it's not even a shy animal, so it just waited over there to for me to take pictures. And this was literally the best part, literally the most awesome ride I've ever had. Anyway, after that we came back and had our breakfast, and after that I got ready for our next trip, that is Lamahata. And I think already you guys have watched that video if you haven't checked it out, and I'll see you in my next one.